I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious. I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
What up? Yeah, welcome to the program. Yeah. Welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen. This is now Let's Go Live with Lamont King. I am Lamont King, and we are now officially live. Let's go. Broadcasting live in the newly remodeled Drunken Fruit Studios.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad efficient.
Thank you, Lord Jamar, from the You're Not a Mean God Cash. You're Not a Mean. Good to see y'all, man. Welcome to the program. This is what we do each and every Monday through Friday. Lord willing, 6 to 7 East Coast time. Shout out to everybody watching on the West Coast and worldwide. Appreciate you. Thumbs up in the chat. I think we're on YouTube today. Last couple of days. Well, this week. Thumbs up in the YouTube if you can see us. Shout out to the Peanut Gallery. Everybody tuning in right now. John Watson from All Fun and Games. That's tomorrow, by the way. And my man Theron. What up with you? Good to see y'all. Glad you could tune in. To all the first timers, man, visit our longest running sponsor, drunkenfruit.com. If you have questions for menus and pricing, send them an email, man. The email's right there. Go ahead and handle that on your own time. And yes, we are 100% viewer support. We're viewer supported by viewers like you. If at any given time of the show or after you want to slide us some loose change, send us a Lucy, a single, a 5 spot, a dub, a dime. We'll take it. We're working on a merit system here, ladies and gentlemen. If we hit a good punchline, or we hit a thought-provoking moment, you hear that at any time, or just on your own time in your head, feel free to send us some money, man. That's how we living over here. And also patreon.com. Become a patron today. You can subscribe to us monthly. Put it on auto. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You get the full shows. You get the notifications, full shows, and bonus clips at the Patreon. Become a patron today. All right. But in the meantime, this is what I need y'all to do, too. So now that I know that we're only on, at the moment anyway, until I troubleshoot this weekend. I'll probably spend some time this weekend troubleshooting. It's not really a big deal, but I would rather y'all watch on YouTube. But, try to get it as many places as possible. But on YouTube, turn the notifications on. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, turn the notifications on, right? And so what that does is, for some of my old heads, gives you a little ring-a-ding-ding whenever I go live or whenever I post something. And I think you need that. You know what I mean? And also the challenge is everybody see something, share something, man. Bring one person, man. I don't need your whole timeline. I just need one person. Because everybody bring one, then we done doubled up. Makes sense to me. Also, on the check-in, Mr. Clarkson, our executive producer on the technicals. Good to see you. I got Mr. Clarkson, I would like, if you're available, before we get started, not even before we get started, at some point, this show, jump on and tell the story about your ordeal at Target. And I'll tell you why, because it's such a coincidence. Your story happens to show up in our Word from an Elder today, because our elder had a very similar experience. So I want you to tell your story as we lead into that. So if you got time, come on in. Jay Elite, Lamont's got his Where's Waldo hat on. All right, so there's that. All right, we're going to keep it moving. Good to see y'all, man. How's your day? Everything cool? John Watson said, I see you upgrading the studio. We got video screens. Oh, this? I mean, you know, this is part of, when we say viewer support by viewers like you, it's part of the, you as viewers, you're part of the situation. So you can say 5 years down the line, you know, I helped build that show. And you can mean it, and you can be telling the truth. So we're taking the loose ones, and we're upgrading the facilities here in Drunken Fruit Tiny Closet Studios. And it's the type of things I watch Trevor on YouTube, and at night I watch Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, all the greats, Roland Martin. They all got the same shit. They all look the same. So I'm on equal footing as far as I'm goddamn concerned. All right, did you catch the debate last night? Did you catch the debate last night? Man, it was like all right. So last night was the first and only presidential debate between Senator Kamala Harris and Vice President Pence. Man, it was like a really, really bad. It was like watching a really, really bad versus with stories that we didn't need. All right, let me give my official take on it. All right, let me give my no cap recap. It was more watchable than the presidential. I'm glad I watched it. I had some expectations. Some were met, some were not. I think both candidates did what they set out to do. And let me make some points before I say or identify who I thought was the clear winner. All right. So I say both candidates set out to do what they were set out to, did what they set out to do. Kamala, for a national figure, needed to really lay out to Americans who are unfamiliar with her or only familiar with her from the primaries, needed to introduce herself and kind of, give you a feeling of, all right, well, who is this? What is she about? Right? Make me comfortable knowing her. I think by and large, for the most part, that's what she did. Pence, on the other hand, I think their job was to maintain a level of I don't even know the word. I think Pence's job was to maintain status quo as far as his administration is concerned, to their base. Talk to the base. Give the base what they want. And I think they did that extraordinarily. Now, who won? And I'm going to look at y'all comments in a minute. Who won? I need y'all to put y'all critical thinking hats on. All right, take off your surface level rap hats. Take off your easy does it, easy bake oven hats off. Put on your critical thinking brain. All right, who won? Can't be a winner of the debate because there was no debate. In a debate, you are trying to win points and convince the audience by way of out countering your opponent. Kamala wasn't necessarily in a debate. Between introducing herself to the American people and fact checking, that was most of her time spent stating her case. She was prosecuting. She was in a court of law laying out her case. Pence was not at a debate either. He was not debating. Pence was just pretty much giving you a commercial. He was regurgitating the same talking points that we heard from the president in the same manner. He deflected from answering questions. He answered, like, actually, I wish I could pull up some stats from a stat counter. He actually answered very few questions. He was not in a debate. He was running a commercial. It was a campaign ad. So he wasn't really point counterpoint. My argument is better than yours, like we would see in a real debate. So by default, she wins. Now that's getting heady and technical. On the surface, she still won. Because I feel like she presented herself in such a way that allowed you to be comfortable with her now if you were not before. I made a statement yesterday on social media while I was watching, and I said, I need her to be aggressive and not emotional. And you black women, shit your panties. Y'all went beside yourself trying to go after me. Because you were so waiting for her to be attacked that as soon as you saw my post, you thought I was a soft target and it was going to be an easy victory. No, it wasn't. Because you didn't necessarily delve into the point I was trying to make. There's a difference between emotion and aggression. We knew that regardless of how she presented, these white folks out here and the people on the other side was going to hang that angry black woman tag on her. And what did right-leaning media outlets do as soon as it was over? That's what they did. But there was a reason for that. There were some key moments in that debate where I needed and wanted her as a viewer to just be aggressive, lose the emotion. Because the emotion is where you get the angry black woman tag. I'm not saying she had to, I was getting people who was right. Black women have to, you don't know what it's like to deal with. You just don't get it. Black women always have to, and this, and they have to watch what they say. And I don't disagree with none of that. That's not even the point I was trying to make. What I wanted and needed from her and the Democrats at large in general is to take off the gloves. All this pussyfooting around and this decorum and etiquette and protocol, knock that shit off. You're not in a fight fair. You're not in a fair fight. You can't fight fair in a fight. But the other person's not fighting fair. So, to my point, I still not reading y'all comments yet. To my point, I said I need aggression, not emotion. So if you remember, there was a key moment where Pence mentioned Lincoln and the Supreme Court, stacking the court. And evidently she had practiced for this moment because she was like giddy with excitement. So it's like, oh, you want to bring up Lincoln? I'm about to crush you. And then summarily broke down the point he was trying to make, cut it up, threw it off the table and slid it out the window. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm a fan of battle rap. Battle rap, the moment you get emotional, you are branded as a loser in front of everybody. Because the skill is in aggression. She aggressed him in that moment with facts and with the truth. Like the whole time, I enjoyed her smiling. I enjoyed her being pleasant and all of that. I enjoyed her saying, "You're going to let me speak." I enjoyed her saying, "I'm not going to stand here and be lectured by you." I enjoyed her saying, "But like, I'm talking, Mr. Vice President. You will let me finish. That's all well and good. I don't have no problem with that. I expect that and encourage that. But what I'm talking about was those times where, she got this and this. And what you don't understand is the American public. And da, da, da. Once she does that, your opponent has you. And viewers see that. And Pence, although he's lying through his teeth the entire time, not telling one truth, not spitting one fact, is convincing, because what do we do subconsciously as a people in this country? We defer to the old white man. No matter what he's saying. Subconsciously, we defer to white is right. So in those moments, that's what I was speaking to. I needed her to be like, yo, Vice President Pence, that's just not true. First of all, you're a liar. Your whole campaign is based on a lie, fraud. You're responsible for, the outcome of this pandemic. Here's why. Boom, boom, boom. Here's the numbers. Boom, boom, boom. Nope, stop. Shut you down, because it's just not true. You're not. That's what I was referring to, because that's how you debate. It's aggression, no emotion. So to the people who yesterday was like, oh, y'all always coming for the black woman. The black woman has to be careful because whatever she says, we always have to watch our mouth and you shouldn't have said that. And, as soon as she becomes aggressive, I'm like, well, you don't understand what aggression is or being assertive. You don't understand the definition if that's the way that you took it. So there's my point on that. She did it more times. She was aggressive more times than she was emotional, which turned the outcome of the debate. And every news outlet, except for the right-leaning ones, favored her as far as performance is concerned. Like everybody, damn near everybody I watched, and I was flipping all the channels at the end, was, making commentary on how much falsehood, how many falsehoods, how much lies, how much unfactual information that Pence just rolled out as if it was true. Problem. Kamala, a lot of times, Senator Harris, a couple times, trying to gather her thoughts and trying to measure her counter. There's two key times on two key points that were being made where she was trying to measure her response and just stayed there, was just stuck. Like whether it could have came off as disbelief or could have came off as stun or damn, I need 10 more seconds and so I can fry your face off. But it was like two key times where she really just let it go. And I blame the moderator. Moderator was absolutely terrible. Again, better than Chris Wallace, still terrible. I don't know how you figure that out. Better than Chris Wallace, still trash. And, between her trying to be polite and let everybody have extra time while simultaneously cutting off their time, she was unsuccessful more times than not. And what I really didn't like was, Pence really just, pick and chose what he wanted to answer. And he was going back to, I want to answer something from 2 questions ago. And I'm like, what the fuck you do? Like, just stop, knock it off. So yeah, so there's that. But, and then there was the mysterious flight. Now, I don't know what that's about. I had some opinions. I seen social media going nuts. So if you didn't watch it, some of you did not watch it. During the middle of the back and forth split screen, there's this big ass horsefly that just lands on Pence's head and just posts up, indefinitely. And I don't know if Candyman was coming or I don't know what kind of Lovecraft country type shit was going on. Voodoo, Hoodoo, Santeria. I don't know what that was about, but it was some freaky shit. And some people was like, yeah, because he's a pile of shit and flies, flies go to the stink and you a doo-doo head and all of that. But I was, and then his eye, like, and I got the pictures. Y'all should do your Googles because I'm not giving them that much attention. You should have seen it earlier today. But now his eye, he had like a bloody eye. And I don't know if we heard anything about Mike Pence. Like a clotty, like a pink eye-ish clotty situation. I don't know if we heard anything about Pence having COVID, testing positive or whatever, but it was super gross and just weird. And all these dudes, listen, it's Thursday. All these people looking like shapeshifters, man. It look like they falling apart. It look like they got to go take a time out, go back to the room, and put the glue back in. Because even your president today was talking today outside, and his whole shit was leaning. And I was like, what in the shapeshifting alienation type of? They said he had that. Mr. Clark said he had that herp eye, that COVID eye. Jay Lee Pence controlled his narrative. Wait a minute, Jay, you said you ain't watching. So what kind of opinions did you having? I can't even accept that. I won't allow it. Anyway, my overall recap, Senator Harris came out very, very strong. And I think she did what she needed to do. Here's what she needed to do. She needed to give you confidence. All right. I don't like Biden. This is Joe Q Public. I don't like Biden. I don't like Trump. I really don't like Pence. If I vote for Biden and his old ass check out, am I going to have the confidence in his vice president that she can run the country? That was what she needed to do, and she did it yesterday in her opening statement. She completely laid out a resume, very calmly, smoothly, stated her case as to why my side is better than your side. Here's my resume. This is showing you that on paper, in proof, my body of work speaks for itself. I can handle the job. And for the American public, if you're undecided and you're on the fence, you don't know nothing, you're not paying attention, what she did last night was let you know, like, if some shit hit the fan, I want to let you know that I'm capable and qualified to take over. And I think that's really what it was. Like yesterday, because of the age of our presidential candidates, the vice presidential debate was pretty much the presidential debate. That's pretty much what it was. So that's my take on it. And yes, Shay, I did say she has a whiny voice. Somebody was like, no, it's nasally. I'm like, all right, you can't tell me what I'm hearing, first of all. And two, what's the fucking difference? It's just sometimes that pitch, I can't take it but for 30 minutes at a time. So that's my little petty assessment, but so what? She has a whiny voice. Whatever. All right. There we go. All right. So let's take a look at this real quick. I'm gonna show you this, what I'm talking about. And then we're gonna move on to your president. I thought this was funny too. So the fly, the internet went crazy with the fly. And it don't take him no time. I wish I was this talented, but I'm not. Listen to this little mega mix joint.
So let me tell you, first of all, you have a fly on your head. You have a fly on your head.
Senator Harris says.
You have a fly on your head. American people know what I'm talking about. You have a fly on your head.
I'm pro-fly.
You have a fly on your head. You owe money to somebody. You have a fly on your head. I'm speaking. You have a fly on your head.
No, the reality is.
You have a fly on your head. That is a fact.
That's tough. You have a fly on your head, boy. Boy, what did you do with the fly on your head, my bad? Oh, that was funny. All right, so moving on. All right, so today, yesterday, I think he spoke today too. But people on Twitter were saying it was a fake video. But anyway, this is from yesterday. I'm gonna play just a little bit. I'm not gonna go with the whole 5 minutes because we're not giving this boy that energy. But it's just the ridiculous nature of everything they're doing right now is so weird. And it's just weird. Vaccine by Halloween, y'all. Mark my words. I said it last Friday. Vaccine by Halloween. What a video. Vaccine by Halloween. Hold on. All right, here we go. My bad. Stand by. Stand back and stand by. Vaccine by Halloween. And they pushing it too. And they pushing it by name, which is super weird. Like, follow the money, man. I want to see what's up with these companies that Regeneron and Remdesivir and these cocktail companies. I need to know.
Hi, perhaps you recognize me. It's your favorite president. And I'm standing in front of the Oval Office at the White House, which is always an exciting place to be. I got back a day ago from Walter Reed Medical Center. I spent 4 days there and didn't have to. I could have stayed at the White House, but the doctor said, because you're president, let's do it. I said, fine. You tell me what to do, and I'm going to listen. These are great professionals. They've done a fantastic job. And by the way, not only at Walter Reed, all over the country, we have the greatest doctors in the world. We have the greatest nurses, the greatest first responders, law enforcement, by the way, incredible. Firefighters, everybody. They're just great. We have great people. This is a great country. But I spent 4 days there.
Firefighters.
And I went in, I wasn't feeling so hot. And within a very short period of time, they gave me Regeneron. It's called Regeneron. And other things too, but I think this was the key. But they gave me Regeneron. And it was like unbelievable. I felt good immediately. I felt as good 3 days ago as I do now. So I just want to say we have Regeneron. We have a very similar drug from Eli Lilly. They're coming out, and we're trying to get them on an emergency basis.
Eli Lilly. Like you just learned English as a second language. We have an amazing drug by Eli Lilly. Like this move here, they call it accordion hands, but it's like he's being born, like he's giving birth. Like he coming out the cervix or something. Cesarean head ass. But anyway, yeah, man. So first of all, look at his face. This is what I was talking about. Look at his face, though. Look at his face. What's wrong with your face, though? Like, I really think these dudes are shapeshifters. Like, they really, before he ran out there, that's why he was out of breath. You can see while he's talking, he's out of breath because they got to put the glue on to put the skin back over the scales. Like, what? Got to put the skin over the scales, man. All right, a little more. See what he's talking about. Because it's absolutely ridiculous.
We've authorized it. I've authorized it. And if you're in the hospital and you're feeling really bad, I think we're going to work it so that you get them and you're going to get them free. And especially if you're a senior, we're going to get you in there quick. We have hundreds of thousands of doses that are just about ready. I have emergency use authorization all set, and we got to get it signed now. And you're going to get better. You're going to get better really fast.
And this is winging. No teleprompter, he's just winging in the garden. Face sliding, winging, sick, pushing drugs. Like it's a 5-minute video, and we're not going to watch the whole 5 minutes. He's legitimately a drug pusher. We just left the opioid crisis, and your man's is pushing dope. We're pushing a product, that package. He out here serving off the front porch. He outside. And that ain't weird to nobody? All right. Nothing? No? Okay. He out here pushing drugs, pharmaceutical by name. Twice in 2 days. Like when he first came out, he was pushing remdesivir. Now he pushing Regeneron. Ain't nobody ever none of us never heard of none of this shit. And he's saying literally, all right, so let's pick it apart a little bit. He said, man, these are drugs that will have to go through 3 or 4 years of process and clearance and trials that we're going to push through in a matter of weeks, maybe less. This is what he's telling you to your face. That don't red flag you? None of that red flags you? Nothing. Okay. All right. That don't red flag you. We're going to push it in through a matter of weeks. It's a campaign stunt with, and here's the crazy part, man. I know some people, I work with some people, black folks, that's going to line up to take the jumps. And they're not even they're not even a Trump supporter. They just tired of the pandemic. We had this rap at the job the other day. They're not a Trump supporter. They tired of COVID era. They're tired of 2020. They're tired of the pandemic. So if you introduce me something that could possibly be the cure that ends this whole thing. They like, yeah, I'll take it, and I don't even mess with dude. And I'm like, yeah, but nah, listen to what you saying, no. And Kamala, Senator Harris, she said it last night when she was asked a direct question: if the president comes out with a vaccine, if there's a vaccine that's made available before the election, would you take it? She was like, or if there's a vaccine and scientists and doctors say that I should take it, I'll take it. But if there's a vaccine and he says I should take, I'm not taking it. And I think like 80% of us at home saying the same thing. But there are some who is like, yo, I just want this to be over and I'll take it. So your man is literally playing with people's lives again. You know, he out there playing with people's lives and manipulating situations. Hold on, is that my Skype? I got to see if that's Skype or not. It is Skype, but I can't. It keep coming up on the phone, and not on the. Y'all stand by. Stand by. I'm trying to get it. There's the app. Oh man, this is new. It ain't did that before. I'm gonna try calling him back. How about that? I'll just call him back. Y'all stand by. Do. Stand by, good people. Oh, that's why. Okay, maybe it's the same issue I'm having with Facebook. It won't even let me. Got it. So I got to maybe do some type of upgrade with got it. It's ringing. All right, hold on. Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah, maybe I gotta restart my computer, man. Maybe that's it. We'll bring you in. All right, how about now? We in there?
I'm here.
Yo, what up with you?
What's good?
Yeah, we was just talking about your man pushing drugs on American people, man.
Oh, he trying to leave the office getting paid, man. He trying to get that TikTok stock. He need this drug company. He trying to get it all, man.
Yeah.
He's trying to leave the office wealthy. At least, so he can have money to pay back those people he owed money to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was funny too. So for those that didn't see the debate, Kamala was talking about his tax returns. She was saying, "What about his tax returns?" They said that man owe hundreds of millions of dollars. She's doing like this. She said, "Most of the time when you're in debt, that means you owe somebody. We need to know who do you owe." I was like, "Damn." She was like, "Who do you owe, Mr. President?" Bookies, loan sharks, all that.
Japan.
Yeah, Japan, China. Take a pick, Russia. All right, so real quick, man, you had a real interesting occurrence in Target the other day, and it's funny because our elder ended the show, man. He had a similar situation, so it's not just you. And I wanted to get you on, let you know it's not just you.
Man, okay. If it's not, I guess I feel like I'm in good company, but at the same time, no one should be in that group. So good grief. So this is how it went down. Ordered an iPad, little anniversary gift, whatever, for the missus. Try to be nice. And, of course, the iPad was going to be ready on the assigned day. So I did it online. I paid for it online, paid for the insurance for it online. It should not have been that big of a deal, right? Not that big of a deal. So, of course, I show up at my assigned Target to pick up said iPad. So when I go there, they say, well, your iPad's not here. It's not up front where you can pick it up. I'm going, well, where is it? Oh, it's in electronics. So someone has to walk it up front so that it can be released. So I'm going, so wait a minute. You're telling me the only thing that separated me from picking up my dang on iPad is literally somebody just walking it up? Yeah. Okay, cool. So I go back to electronics. I say, hey, man, my man, I need that iPad. I ordered it. Let me get it. He's like, okay, well, no big deal, no big deal. So then he's like, well, it'll be, said price. And I'm going, no. You don't understand. On my phone, I've already ordered it. See, I guess that's the barcode on it and everything. So this shouldn't be it. So just give me both iPad. That should be the thing. He's like, well, nah, I can't let you have it. Because what should happen is it's got to go up front so it can be released. And then, and I'm like, well, just give me the iPad and I can walk it up front. Nah, you can't walk it up front. You don't work here. Okay. So then I find, Miss Young Lady here. You walk this iPad up here because they won't release it. She understands what's going on. She thinks the posse's stupid. She's like, all right, cool, bet. I got you. Don't even worry about it, Mr. Sir. So I walk up there with the iPad, give it to the people at release, at the customer service. Of course, my man's like, how'd you get this iPad? It's like, you just saw. Miss Lady put it right by you and pointed to me. That's my iPad, fam. Well, here's the thing. This iPad ain't been processed yet.
Oh, processed.
I'm like, well, wait a minute. Don't y'all do the processing? The iPad here. Just let it go. Just release it. I got my receipt. Just let the iPad go.
It's in my hand.
It's paid for. Just let it go. No, we can't do that because it's a processing company that's back there, and they're the ones that process it and then release it. Then we email you with a time where you can come and get the iPad. Oof. And I'm going, but I'm here now, and it's right there. Why are we working so hard?
Yeah.
Why are we working so hard? Well, I'll let you talk to my manager. So, of course, the manager comes over. She's trying to explain it. And I'm going, this makes no sense, right? I'm literally right here. And all you got to do is let it go. Well, no, that's against our store policy. So I was like, you know what? Give me my money back in cash. That way I can just buy it back and, hey, that's it. Just buy it on the spot. No, we can't do that. So we'll just send you an email of when you can come and get it. So I wrote an email to Target and explained the policy and how it made no sense. And Target was like, you're absolutely right. Here's a $200 gift card.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't hear that part. We didn't get to that part.
That's the part two, too.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a come up.
Y'all,
that's a come up.
Yeah, y'all killing my time, fam.
So you got 2 iPads for one. Damn near 1.5 iPads.
Oh. Write letters, fam.
Yeah, that's the moral of the story, write letters.
Because, everyone can call. Calling, they figure you can call, you can complain, blah, 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 whatever. Write the letter, man. And I didn't write an email. I wrote an old school hand letter, bro.
Oh, paper to pen? Pen to paper? And mailed it?
Yeah.
Who you mail it to?
I mailed it to Target customer service.
And it got there before your ballot?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And because in my mind, this is something that I've learned a long time ago. You call, that's easy. Email, less easy because you really have to boom, boom, boom. But if somebody take a pen and an old, sheet of loose leaf and an envelope and buy stamps, they mean you really pissed them off. So I was using, my words.
No, that's tough.
Ineptitude, problematic.
Oh, yeah, vocab. You hit him with that vocab.
Highly concerning. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a good story. That's a happy ending. We don't get too many of those, man.
Hey, man, I won.
That's a happy ending. Well, I appreciate you sharing.
This ain't a commercial Target though. They still need to buy ad space.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we ain't gonna mention their name no more. But I appreciate you coming on and sharing the story with us, man. Appreciate it. How's everything otherwise, man? I saw you. You said the other day that school is over. You was like,
hey man.
You was like, in general, you was like, school is over. It's a wrap.
School's over. Well, whenever there's time, man.
Okay.
We got to do it, man. Virtual learning's failing.
We'll bring it back.
Great.
All right, holla. Hilarious. That's our executive producer, Mr. Clarkson. All right, let's take a quick. I wanted to say something. So, yeah, y'all talking about the zombie apocalypse. This is how it starts, Coach Ken. And yes, in every movie, Cutie Pie says, watch Contagion, because the folks that took the vaccine turned into zombies. In every movie, I Am Legend, the Mega Man, all the movies with the zombie movies with the end of the world apocalypse joint, clear out civilization. Population. I said population. That's tough. All the movies it came from the vaccine. So no, sir, I'm not gonna be the first one in line. I'm not gonna do it. Now, y'all tripping. I'll just take a quick commercial break. Let me find a good one. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there we go. And it's from the collection that's available on all platforms. My first Crank Call comedy album, Crayon Smith. Enjoy. And when I come back, we're going to be talking about Governor Gretchen Whitmer out of Michigan. Strange times, ladies and gentlemen. Got to prepare yourself. All right, here we go. This is a Crank Call from about 2001, 2002. Never before heard on these airwaves. Classic shit.
Thank you for calling and drain cleaning. Speaking to help you.
Is this the brothers?
This is and drain cleaning.
Okay, it's listed as brothers. Is that the same? The plumbing and
I'm not certain, ma'am. This is only their messaging
I
center.
am a sir. Do you do plumbing and fixtures?
They do drain cleaning.
I have an emergency.
May I have your name, please?
Crayon.
Crayon, Crayon.
C as in coochie. R as in rash. A as in asshole. Y as in Y. O as in O. And N as in nasty.
May I have your first name, please?
That's my first name.
What is your last name?
It's an emergency.
Okay, may I have your last name, please?
Last name is Smith.
And may I have a telephone number?
Smiff.
And may I have a telephone number?
I need someone to come over fast. My toilet is overflowed, and I'm locked in the bathroom, waist high in a cesspool.
Okay, may I have your telephone number, please?
It's everywhere.
Okay, do you mind not using that type of language?
I'm terribly sorry. Is the in the
at this time, I can go ahead and have someone call you back. May I have your phone number?
I can't wait to call it back. If I give you the number, I ain't never gonna see anybody again. I got turds floating past me.
Do you mind not being so explicit? I'm trying to get your information so that the technician can call you back.
Is that a Bigfoot? Oh Lord, I don't want to.
Sorry, I'd have to disconnect this phone call. Thank you.
Here's the thing. I'm waist high and shit.
Good morning, and drain cleaning. Speaking, may I help you?
Yes, I need to have an emergency. Can I get one of the over here? My toilet is backed up, and I am locked in the bathroom because of the pressure of the water against the door, and I am waist high in some foul mess. And it's an emergency, and I need somebody to snake my drain or something. I must have ate something terrible over the holiday weekend because it backed up the entire pipe system in the house, and I don't know what to do.
Just calm down. You say you can't get out the bathroom?
No, because I'm waist high in fluid.
Oh man. Okay.
And it's humid.
Okay. What's your name, ma'am?
I'm a sir.
I'm sorry?
I am a sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's your name?
Crayon Smith.
Okay, Crayon
Smith.
Okay, Mr. Smith. And what's your phone number?
Smith, Smiff.
As in Frank?
As in feces.
Okay, and your address, please?
2181 60th Street. I'm in Southwest. How soon can you send somebody?
I understand you're upset, but I have to get the information so I can page the technician.
Oh, I can't believe I ate half the stuff that I see floating by me.
Okay, what's your phone number?
215-68. Oh, Lord, what is that? My pipe is flooding over. It's over flooding. I got to call the police. I got to call somebody.
Okay.
I'm gonna call you back.
Okay.
All of those available. 2 full albums on Spotify, Pandora. Just look for Crayon Smith. The Telephone Man is Calling. Lamont King. Classic stuff, man. I laugh because forget that I said half of that shit. All right, here we go. All right, so another story I want to touch on. So Governor, I'm trying to pull it up, but the website is buffering. So I just give you a little morsels from memory. So Governor Whitmer, the FBI came out with a press conference today and announced that they had made about 6 individuals, maybe 7, who had plotted a full-scale plan to kidnap and possibly kill the governor of the great state of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer. All right, so it's a couple things with this, man. Stand back and stand by. I know somebody today was like, I told you motherfuckers to stand by. I told y'all. Stand by. These dudes apparently, according to the press release, and there's some details, do your Googles to find the details of the case because it is wild and zany. I'm still trying to flush through it because I got to make sure. I don't like reporting on stuff that in the back of my mind, I'm like, hey, there's something fishy about this one. But, they had staked out her summer home. They had plans to catch her, in transit on the highway. They had plans to set off a bomb as a distraction while she's out at the ranch with her family. And there was a group of people who were affiliated with a local militia. Like 6 of them were from Michigan. 1 was from Delaware. And they had been crossing state lines to meet. And they've been talking for months. And they were going to take out a tyrant. In their words, tyrants and other officials who they didn't like. And apparently there was going to be this campaign of state houses across the country being taken down. So if you remember at the beginning of the lockdown, when they went and marched on the state capitol in Michigan, fully loaded, and they went right in the middle and stood in the hallway in the atrium and is yelling at police in their face, and police wasn't doing nothing. Apparently these are some of the same individuals who took part in that. So here's the thing. There's a lot of crazy details to it. There's a lot more to the story. But here's the immediately jumped out at me, right? All right, how y'all know, fam? FBI. I know that's your job, to watch shit like this. But here's the tricky part. They only knew because one of the people turned informant. You want to know why he turned informant? Because at one of these meetings, they were traveling to go have meetings to encourage and mobilize like-minded individuals, right? When we hear that description taking place about anything else, any other group of people, they call it terrorism. They say you've been radicalized, right? These people were going around campaigning, having meetings, convincing people to join the cause so they could kick some shit off and all work together, right? This was happening. So the guy that turned informant, according to the FBI press conference today, the only reason why he went to the FBI is because at one of the meetings, they were like, all right, we're going to get rid of these Democrats, these left-wingers. One of our targets is the governor, other tyrants, and key law enforcement officials. So the dude didn't have a problem. This individual that turned informant, he didn't have a problem until they got to the point when these groups are like, we want to kill cops too. And they had a whole plan laid out, targets, logistics, all of that. But it didn't bother him until the group was like, yeah, and we killing cops too. So that this adds to, so there's a couple things going on right here. This adds to a lot of the confusion because I've been having these conversations lately too. It adds to a lot of the confusion. For those of you who don't believe civil war is coming, right? I'm gonna throw this at you. The news, the nightly news, who, you know, they're owned by the same people, both sides of the news that you watch. Their owners are literally the same people, right? They only giving you the president versus Antifa, Republicans versus Black Lives Matter. That's all they're giving you. They don't realize they're not painting the picture and explaining it to you. And you can watch a previous episode of Let's Go Live where I explain Vice News show called Fringe Nation, where they talked about Antifa and how nobody really knows who they are. Because anybody that's against government fascism is actually a holder of the same belief system. All right. You can see that in the previous episode. So I'm not going down that road. However, there are, when I talk about civil war, like these people that are anti-government, they look at law enforcement as government as well. So there are white people who hate cops. Even though TV will try to paint a picture that black people hate cops because cops kill black people. No, there is a shit ton of white people on the left and the right who do not like cops because they do not like law enforcement because they represent the government. You got to do your research, do your Googles. Like it's really a white on white battle taking place right now, but they're trying to make it seem like that's not the case. All right, that's a sidebar. All right, let's get back to the story. So these individuals, right? The one guy said when they talked about killing law enforcement, I came forward. He turned informant, then went back in, gave up the other ones, and they made the arrest. But my whole thing is this. I heard someone on the radio coming in. They were the popular afternoon radio show, male co-host, female co-host. And the male co-host was talking about bug out bags, go bags, right? Are you ready? Are black people, are you prepared? If some stuff kicked off, would you be ready? Would you have a go bag? And the female co-host, she like flicked off on him and was like, I get so tired of y'all, and you know, worst case scenario, doomsday, and I'm not here for it, and I don't think it has to come to this, and I shouldn't have a house full of guns to deal with these crazies out here. And I'm sitting there listening. I'm like, what? Are you kidding? They had a plot and a plan to go ahead and snatch up. They kidnap. They're talking about kidnap. Hold for ransom. How long was that gonna be for? They had a whole plan to snatch up a U.S. governor. What you think is going to happen out here when they start randomly snatching up your non-paying attention, no security having ass? You're walking with your head down. I give people the benefit of the doubt. Look at ass. Like what's going to happen to us when they start doing that? And you talking about it shouldn't have to be that way. Folks, the prep game is real, man. The prep game is real. I ain't all that stay woke. I don't care about nothing about stay woke. Get your rest and prep and train. I'm gonna get a t-shirt. Rest and train. All that stay woke shit. Everybody thinking they hip to some shit. Like these people are legitimately practicing on your ass 24 hours a day, waiting for the chance to just start doing whatever. And we're getting very, very close. Very, very close. Like they got close to the governor. And you gotta think, all right, is this, were they radicalized? Or were they influenced by somebody? Were they given an order? Was this just of their own merit? It's a lot to it, and I'm sure more details will come out in the next couple of days. But hey man, we gotta I ain't no doomsday preacher. But we gotta be a little bit more serious, man. Things about to get wild in 2 weeks. Wild. It's about to get wild. She was talking about, I don't think why black people shouldn't have to. And I was like, what? What do you mean you shouldn't have to? Like, this should be your example. This should be your red flag. It'd be like, oh shit, they were about to snatch the governor down at her second crib. They about to snatch the governor, and they had a whole plan and was like literally about to do it. And if the dude hadn't became an informant, nobody would have known nothing. It would have just happened. Get your arrest and train, good people. Yes, they were militia. They did not name them, but the FBI went out of their way in the press conference to be like, these types of groups like the Proud Boys. So I was like, okay. All right. But y'all gotta do your research. It's more than just the Proud Boys. You got 3 Percenters. You got Sons of Liberty. You got like 10, 12, 20, 50 groups. Watch French Nation on Vice News. All right, so check that story out. I thought that was interesting. So anyway, moving on. So there we have it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I look at the time. We have reached that time of the show where we like to leave on a lesson and part on a good word from an elder whose birthday was yesterday. So shout out to that. In a segment we like to call Hi Dad.
Happy everyday, brothers and sisters. This is Alpha Papa with today's reflections. Online shopping. We have been doing online shopping for food since early March. Early on, we had family and friends to pick up our orders for us. In the last 3 months, I have been picking up the orders. We had to order from different grocery stores in order to get everything we needed. Last week, we decided to try a nationally known bulk store since they advertise same-day delivery. However, our items were placed on the front steps with no bags or boxes. This week, we ordered from the same place, and I went to the store instead of delivery. When I got to the store, there was a sign that said, you must go to the app on your phone to let them know that you were there for pickup. Me, with my flip phone, had no idea what they were talking about. I was not going in the store since I have been in quarantine since March. I just happened to have the phone number of the store, and I called. I finally got someone to bring my order out. Was that luck? My advice to my fellow seniors is to be prepared for anything when you venture out of your safe space. Peace and blessings to all. Alpha Papa.
All right, there it is, folks. Word from an elder. The adventures of, you know what I mean? Sounds good. I like it. All right, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Another great show today. Thanks in part to you. Oh, Facebook is streaming, is it? Tehran? It's a little late. I don't know why. I got to figure that out. I got to troubleshoot that this weekend. We'll figure it out. But tomorrow, all fun and games, man. We're going to have a good time in here. John Watson going to come through. Let's go live, all fun and games, 6 o'clock. Lord willing. Hope to see y'all. Thanks again for Mr. Clarkson, executive producer, for jumping on. Everybody else that donated, that told somebody about the show, is part of the show. Catch the clips on YouTube, catch the clips in the Patreon, full shows and all of that, and always keep supporting. And yeah, wait a minute. Turn your notifications on. Let's try this, because I know some of y'all don't do this. YouTube, it's a little bell icon or whatever. Turn the notifications on, so whenever I go live, you get the notification. Do it on Facebook, do it on Twitter. Everywhere you follow me at, you can do that. And that helps me. That helps me help you. All right. As I look at the time, I see we have got to the end, man. I really wanted to holler at Roland Martin today. He was on standby. He was standing back and standing by. Wanted to talk to him about Senator Harris and who he thought won. But we're going to have to get that at another time, man. I appreciate you. And take it light, and we'll squeeze you in on another episode. Everybody else, y'all be safe, man. Have a good evening.